Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a Premier League squad here on FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. Today's video is presented by EA Gamechangers. Massive shouts to EA for flying me out to Amsterdam so I could attend the capture event and create this footage for you guys. I really appreciate it. So this is not just going to be a regular Premier League squad. It's going to be an expensive one featuring some of the better players from the league. And it's also going to feature a couple of icons as well. So if you do enjoy, do me a massive favour, hit that thumbs up button, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thank you to all of you that have been doing that recently, and welcome aboard to any of you that are new to the channel. I appreciate you spending your time over here, and hopefully you're enjoying the FIFA 20 content. So we're going to start today in goal with a downgraded goalkeeper. It is 89 rated David De Gea. He's joint top rated with Alisson, and then of course we've got Edison and Lloris as 88s. But yeah, I guess just a slightly worse year for De Gea meant that he ends up getting a -2 overall. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. And then we move on to our defense, and because there aren't amazing fullbacks, I could have used Robertson, but I actually didn't have him in my club. I decided to just use this guy again. It's Zambrotta, the icon. This is the 87 rated version. Don't forget his other two versions are actually going to be right backs. So this is like the rare version of Zambrotta, the left back version. And then of course we are using Trent Alexander-Arnold, TAA. 83 rated this year. His card stats look fairly similar, I'm not going to lie, to when he was like a 78 or an 80 or whatever. And I don't know if they're necessarily like really worthy of an 83 overall rated card. Maybe the stats should be a little bit better, but he did perform quite well in game, so we'll give him that at least. Then we're using this guy, the centre-back version of Carlos Alberto. This is the baby Alberto, and it's obviously a different position from the other two. 82 pace, 88 defending, and 83 physical, with 80 dribbling and passing. That's actually a very solid centre-back, and like a decent ball-playing centre-back. So, you know, that's quite interesting. We've got a new option as an icon centre-back that's very, very good on the game. Partner him up with the very tall Virgil van Dijk, 90 overall rated. Probably the best centre-back on the game. Definitely the best one that I used at the event anyway. 77 pace and 90 defending and 86 physical. 6'4". You just know what you're going to get with him, don't you? He's my favourite centre-back in the world, so I'm sure he's a lot of other people's as well. And now we can move on into the midfield. It's going to look probably what you would expect for some of like the higher rated players from the Prem. You know, we have Salah out on the right, 90 overall rating, 93 pace, 89 dribbling and 86 shooting this year. He actually looks incredible off the get-go. You know, 4-star skill moves, up to a 3-star weak foot now, or did he have that last year? I think he had that last year actually. It wasn't 2-star, was it? But yeah, he's a little bit fast, a little bit good, and I'm looking forward to getting him into some games. We then have Mane, who's been boosted all the way up to like an 88, and that's totally deserved. I really, really like Mane as a player, and he's got 94 pace, 88 dribbling, and 83 shooting on FUT 20. 5'9" with the 4-star. He genuinely looks like a great player, and I think he's probably going to cost a pretty penny as well. We then bring in our first like proper CDM, that is going to be N'Golo Kante. He's only little, but he does get around the pitch nicely. He's got great stamina, decent ability to actually tackle and read the game really well. So yeah, we brought N'Golo Kante in here today, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job for us. And then slightly less of a CDM, but you know, this squad could literally turn into a 4-2-3-1, no problem. Is Paul Pogba, a good ball playing CDM, not necessarily the greatest defender with 66 defending, but 85 dribbling, 86 passing, 86 physical, 5-star skill moves, 6'3". You know, he's a good player to have in the midfield. We always know that Pogba's pretty good on FUT, right? So I'm sure this year is going to be absolutely no different. So that's the midfield, and then up front we're going to have one Premier League striker and then one ex-Premier League striker. We're going to go for, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's probably my go-to. Like, he was one of my favourite players on the Road to Glory last year. That Player of the Month version, and then the TOTS version right at the very end. Yeah, some insane stats on him. So this year he's got 94 pace, only 80 dribbling, but 85 shooting, 4-star, 6'2". Yeah, he's going to do the business, isn't he? Maybe he's not the greatest at dribbling, but he's going to stick goals away. That's what his job is, and I'm absolutely sure he's going to be doing that for us in today's video. And then the other striker is, of course, Didier Drogba. So many people are excited to bring him into their squads for FIFA 20. We've got another another 6'2" striker. This time, an awful lot of physical. 88 physical, still 4-star, 4-star. But this is someone that's going to be a tank. You know, your absolute beast striker. 90 shooting on the Ivorian. He's actually got good pace on this card as well at 85. And from what I've used of him, whew, he's actually really good. I find him to be a very enjoyable player. So both of our strikers are big, but they don't necessarily have good dribbling. But actually, they worked out a treat for us, and I did enjoy them when I was using them. So yeah, that's like the squad builder part. It could be played like this, and I did play a few games. I only had a few games to actually play. So there was one game where I switched it to a 4-2-3-1, and DROGBA comes down to the cam, and that's not perfect, but it is what we did, and then the rest of it I played it in this 4-4-2 where, you know, the players were as they were in the squad that you've just seen. So once again, I did only have a couple of games to actually play with this team, so you're going to see all sorts of highlights, whether it's just a simple run, whether I attempt a shot, whether it gets saved or goes in or goes wide or just completely skies and goes over. You're going to see an array of footage from the 2 or 3 games that we were actually able to play with this team. You can see that I actually get through and hit a green time shot with Aubameyang right there. Flies wide of the post. I think that was due to the fact that it was on his weak foot and he was still heavily pressured by defenders and stuff. That could be the reason why he wouldn't score a goal right there. But then we actually score from a red time shot with DROGBA. So it swings and roundabouts. It just goes to show you, right, that a green isn't a guaranteed goal and a red isn't a guaranteed miss. It's all situational. How much pressure have you got on you, like where you're at in terms of in front of the goal, how the keeper's positioned and stuff. And as you can see, like that, I mean, it was still a fairly good shot. Maybe that was too good of a shot for a red timed. I don't know. You'll have to let me know your thoughts down below. We get through a POGBA right here, but I do a couple of the same skill move, which leads to a bit more error, and you would have seen how far that ball travelled after the second heel click, meaning that you're not going to be able to chain those like exactly the same skill moves, which I think is a good idea. However, as long as you're able to do like a roulette into a La Croquette or into a something else, into a chop, then I think that the skill moves should work quite well there, because I don't feel like that breaks or hinders the game too much. A nice little chop inside using what the new I don't know what it's called, but it's like one of the new chops that we just did there. It's like an LB and then left right, and your player sort of cuts it through and exits the other way, which is actually a really nice little skill move. It's one that you do when you're going quite slow, when you're just looking to bluff that defender and go one way, you know, drop a shoulder and go the other way. So that worked out a treat for us, and you know, we ended up hitting the post there with Aubameyang. But we get a goal here. This was with Alba. Like, kind of fortunate that it fell to us and we ended up getting the goal like that. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, and you just got to take those opportunities when you can, right? You know, FIFA 20 so far I've been pretty poor at. Like, I'm not very good. As an average FIFA player anyway, I was definitely a mechanic abuser last year, and the time was always going to come where that means that it's going to be difficult for me to get used to this game. We are able to score a lovely goal with DROGBA right there. Just nice play, nice build up, some nice passing, couple of you know, little tricks and stuff in there, and then that ball just dropped down to DROGBA. He took it that touch amazingly and opens up that body, hits that finesse shot around the goalkeeper. And like I've said in a couple of my videos, that seems like one of the more OP shot types, and definitely the type of shot that you're going to maybe want to take as you get into the game, when you can play that over the next few days or whenever. But a lot of the other shots will end up getting blocked. Like, you know, if your opponent's got a Van Dijk, he's sure to save quite a lot of stuff just simply because he is that crazy good. We do get through and actually outpace Van Dijk this time, but I sky the shot with Aubameyang, and that's probably why I was hitting more finesse shots than anything, because the power shots, I couldn't quite get the power right, I couldn't quite get the accuracy right, the elevation, the loft, all of that stuff I was struggling with somewhat, and the finesse shots just looked like they were more dangerous for me. They were the ones that were working a lot more. So DROGBA plays it out to Mane right here. I think this is where we score a beautiful one. We sort of ball roll it round so we can get around that defender, and then again he opens up that body and whips it round past the goalkeeper, and I mean, you can see it from these clips right here that just does seem like the more effective shot type from that we've been able to use so far in the game. Nicely around Van Dijk and then into the back of the net, and it's going to pretty much wrap things up for the clips that we're able to get from a couple of games of playing. So yeah, this is like definitely a more upper tier squad builder. So this is more of I wanted to show you how some of the players perform, show you a little bit of gameplay from Mane, from Drogba, from Aubameyang and all that kind of stuff. I definitely do have some cheaper squads coming up as we actually get towards the start of Ultimate Team. These are ones they're more like the show off videos where people can see some of the great stuff about Ultimate Team, and then I've got the more starter squads, the weekend league ready squads, the real cheap OP Prem squad. I got one of them coming up as well, so look forward to that. Make sure you follow me on social media. The links can be found down below in the description. Of course, smash that thumbs up button on today's video if you did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thanks for watching the expensive Premier League squad builder, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more FIFA 20 Ultimate Team content. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Peace.